Hey guys, welcome to the Codroid channel. Today we are going deep into Kotlin Coroutines and Flows, especially how to take those endless messy callback based APIs, like location updates, WebSocket messages, or Fire-based listeners and convert them into clean, cancelable, reactive flow. And along the way, I will explain one of the most powerful tools we have for this, callback flow. Okay, let's start with simple example. Imagine we're using a legacy API for location updates that only works with callbacks. For example, we have interface location callback that has two function on location receive that has two prompt lat double and long double. And on error parameter function I'm sorry and on error function to get the error. Okay, we have a class called legacy location provider. Okay, we have a function here called request location updates with a callback. We want to simulate the GPS events here. For example, suppose that we have data that are coming from the GPS hardware and we want to simulate that here. We use threads here. We use the try catch to handle the error. We use on error method of callback to get the error here. We want to simulate the location update, so we use the update we use the repeat, we say 5 times, and then we use this I to update the location. Here we say, for example, this, and for this we say 15, for example, plus I. Okay, so far so good, but uh, it has some issues. For example, we don't control cancellation here, or we can't compose this easily with other async streams. To fix these issues, we have two ways. Number one, for single results. For single results, we can wrap the callback with suspend coroutines and turn it into a suspend function. Let me show you the code. Suspend function, you see provide dots, get single location pair of lat and long. Here we say suspend coroutine. Here we can call the request location update. It wants a callback in parameter. You say object should implement its method lat to long. And on error exactly we do like that, but with exception like error. like this. Okay, now we can call it just like any suspend function and no callbacks needed. What we can do here, first we create an instance of the provider class. Then we use this provider to get the location. After that, we can print it, for example, like that. We can print it like that, for example. But what if we don't just want one result, but a continuous stream of updates? That's where callback flow comes in. What is callback flow? Callback flow is a special flow builder designed for bridging callback-based APIs into flows. In callback flows, instead of using emit inside callback flow, you call try spend every time your callback fires. And when the flow collection is cancelled, you clean up with a wait clause. Let me show you in the code. Here we say function legacy dot location flow that returns a flow of pair double here we call callback flow. First we create an variable of the callback. Here we say try spend instead of emit. And on the error we say close. Then we should use the callback in the request location updates and await clause. We can print, for example, flow, for example, collection cancelled, for example, flow collection cancelled. Okay, now consuming this stream looks so clean. To do that, we can use that provider, that instance of class provider that we created before, to call the location flow. Then we can use that flow to map, for example, the result to lat and long, and long. Or we can use on each to print a message on each calls. For example, emitting the location, and after all we can collect them like this. Okay, this way is so powerful. Why? Because if the collector's scope is cancelled, await clause runs and everything shuts down safely. If the consumer is slow, flow suspends gracefully instead of overwhelming memory. You can use filter, debounce, or you can even merge the streams together and everything you want with this way. Okay, that's the pro way to turn endless callbacks into clean Kotlin flows. If this was helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more Kotlin tutorial.